1. What is the minimum age required to become a commissioned notary in Arkansas? A. 16. B. 18. C. 19. D. 21. 2. Which state office is responsible for commissioning Arkansas notaries? A. Attorney General. B. Secretary of State. C. Governor's Office. D. Department of Justice. 3. How long is an Arkansas notary's commission valid before renewal? A. 4 years. B. 6 years. C. 8 years. D. 10 years. 4. Which of the following is a mandatory requirement to apply as an Arkansas notary? A. Must hold a professional license. B. Must be a U.S. citizen or permanent resident. C. Must be employed in government service. D. Must be an attorney. 5. An Arkansas notary may notarize documents in which geographical area? A. Only in their county of residence. B. Only within their city limits. C. Anywhere in the state of Arkansas. D. Anywhere in the U.S. 6. What is the maximum fine for a notary's willful misconduct under Arkansas law? A. $100. B. $500. C. $1,000. D. $2,500. 7. What must a notary include in every notarial certificate in Arkansas? A. Commission number. E. Commission expiration date. C. Employer's name. D. Social Security number. 8. Which of the following is a notarial act authorized in Arkansas? Administering oaths and affirmations. B. Preparing legal contracts. C. Giving legal advice. D. Filing court briefs. 9. If a notary changes their legal name, they must notify the Secretary of State within A. 10 days. B. 30 days. C. 45 days. D. 60 days. 10. What is the required surety bond amount for Arkansas notaries? A. $1,000. B. $5,000. C. $7,500. D. $10,000. 11. Which type of identification is acceptable for notarization in Arkansas? A. Expired driver's license from 5 years ago. B. Current passport. C. Handwritten letter from a friend. D. Social Security card. 12. What is the term for a notary who performs an act they are not authorized to perform? A. Judicial notary. B. Unauthorized practice. C. Misfeasance. D. Nullification. 13. Which of the following is not a duty of an Arkansas notary? A. Certifying acknowledgments. B. Administering oaths. C. Issuing marriage licenses. D. Witnessing signatures. 14. When notarizing for a signer with a disability who cannot write, the notary may A. Refuse all services. E. Use the signer's mark with 2 witnesses. C. Ask a relative to sign for them without witnesses. D. Ignore the issue and proceed normally. 15. Which Arkansas code governs the notary public process? A. Title 14. E. Title 21. C. Title 27. D. Title 30. 16. What must a notary do if their journal is lost or stolen? A. File a police report and notify the Secretary of State. B. Buy a new journal and continue working. C. Wait until renewal to replace. D. Do nothing. 17. Can an Arkansas notary notarize their own signature? A. Yes. B. No. C. Only if approved by the court. D. Only if notarized electronically. 18. What is required before a notary can perform remote online notarizations in Arkansas? A. Completion of an additional application and approval. B. Membership in the Bar Association. C. Purchase of a government license plate. D. Certification by a private vendor only. 19. What is the penalty for notarizing without an active commission? A. Commission suspension. B. Class A misdemeanor. C. Class D felony. D. Written warning. 20. Which of the following documents typically cannot be notarized? A. Deed of trust. B. Birth certificate copy. C. Affidavit. D. Power of attorney. 21. A notary's official seal in Arkansas must include A. The Arkansas state flag. B. The notary's commission number. C. The words Notary Public and Arkansas. D. A scanned signature. 22. Which situation would require an oath or affirmation? A. Acknowledging a property deed. B. Swearing to the truth of an affidavit. C. Signing a routine contract. D. Filing an application for employment. 23. What is the primary purpose of a notary bond in Arkansas? A. Protect the notary from lawsuits. B. Protect the public against notary misconduct. C. Provide retirement benefits. D. Cover notary training costs. 24. What should a notary do if they suspect a signer is being coerced? A. Proceed with notarization to avoid conflict. B. Stop the notarization and refuse service. C. Ask a family member to confirm consent. D. Ignore suspicion. 25. What must a notary do when their commission expires? A. Continue notarizing until notified. B. Immediately cease notarizations. C. Renew only if requested by employer. D. Wait for automatic renewal. 26. Which Arkansas government office handles notary bond filings? A. County Clerk's Office. E. Secretary of State. C. Circuit Court Clerk. D. Attorney General. 27. Can a notary notarize a document in which they have a direct financial interest? A. Yes, always. B. No. C. Only if disclosed in writing. D. Only if approved by the signer. 28. When a notary is removed from commission, they must A. Return their seal to the Secretary of State. B. Destroy all old records. C. Transfer their journal to another notary. D. Do nothing. 29. Which of the following best defines an acknowledgement? A. A declaration of truth under oath. B. A declaration by a signer that they executed a document voluntarily. C. A certification of a document's content accuracy. D. A legal judgment by a notary. 30. Arkansas requires notaries to keep journals for how many years after the last entry? A. 3 years. B. 5 years. C. 7 years. D. 10 years. 31. Which act would be considered the unauthorized practice of law by a notary? A. Advising on how to fill out a deed. E. Witnessing a signature on a contract. C. Administering an oath for an affidavit. D. Verifying a driver's license. 32. What should a notary do if presented with an unsigned document? A. Refuse notarization until it is signed before them. E. Sign it for the client. C. Allow the client to mail it signed later. D. Accept the unsigned document. 33. Which statement about electronic notarization in Arkansas is correct? It is prohibited. B. It requires approval and secure technology. It requires only verbal approval. D. It is automatically granted with commission. 34. What action may lead to revocation of a notary commission? A. Following all notarial laws. E. Charging excessive fees beyond legal limits. C. Renewing on time. D. Keeping an accurate journal. 35. Which best describes an oath? A. A solemn promise invoking a higher power to attest truthfulness. B. A voluntary acknowledgement of a signature. C. A contract between parties. D. A legal defense. 36. Which Arkansas statute regulates remote online notarization? A. Arkansas Code Title 21, Chapter 14. E. Arkansas Code Title 23, Chapter 2. C. Arkansas Code Title 27, Chapter 10. D. Arkansas Code Title 14, Chapter 21. 37. Which is true regarding notary fees in Arkansas? A. They may charge any amount they choose. B. They may not exceed limits set by law. C. Fees are optional and unrestricted. Fees must be waived for relatives. 38. A notary must decline notarization if the signer A. is unable to communicate understanding. B. is a close friend. C. is in a rush. D. has an accent.